Hello, thank you for joining us on this evening. We'll be starting real soon here. This is a great night. We're looking forward to the powerful word and instructions that we will be receiving. Hey, Severin, good to see you join us on this evening. Welcome to the Essential Mentoring Wealth Seminar. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Welcome, everybody. We thank you for chiming in on this evening.
Did you ever go back?
This is the Essential Mentoring Wealth Seminar 2018. That's a nice ringtone. All right, thank you for coming in. We're expecting more individuals to show up, but we will get started in a few minutes. That's all right. All right, all right. I hear you trying to get it situated back there. Severin, Severin, you called in?
No, I am on. I turned my video off because I'm doing a million things.
Okay. Okay, but you can see us.
Yes, I can.
All right, great. All right. iPhone joined in. Hello, welcome to the Essential Mentoring Wealth Seminar. Who just called in?
Jones.
Welcome, Elder Jones. Thank you for coming in on this evening. We'll be starting in a few moments. This is the Essential Mentoring Wealth Seminar 2018. You are in the right place at the right time. All righty, I'm watching the time. I'm trying to be mindful of everybody. So let's get started. So again, I welcome everybody on this evening for chiming in and coming in and hearing some powerful, or preparing to hear some powerful words being shared on this evening that's going to help you in your life. This is the Essential Mentoring Wealth Seminar. That's a mouthful, so you know it's powerful. The Essential Mentoring Wealth Seminar 2018. And we are here to be a blessing for you. So before we begin, I just wanted to share a little bit of my testimony and what's going on in my life at this time. And it is truly some great things. I'd like to share that last year in 2016, my last day in corporate America was 12/31/2016. That's when I said bye-bye to the corporate world, and let me tell you, I do not miss it. Part of my vision board, and I had a lot of things on my vision board that the Lord is blessing me to accomplish, but part of my vision board, I had this one phrase I cut out that said, take risks. And for me to be obedient and come off of my job and trust what God was going to have in store for me, that's what's happening. My household is walking in to new realms and new perspective. We are a Fortune 500 household. We believe in having several streams of revenue coming in, because you don't know how God is going to move, but he definitely leads and guides. And with saying that, he led me to a place where I have been able to start my own business, Unity Source Enterprise. Yes, my own corporation has begun, and God has blessed me to bring people up under me. And it is a customer service, part of the business is a customer service professional. And it is truly a blessing. I didn't know this is what God had in store for me, but it truly is. And I also have another powerful individual that would like to share a part of his testimony, and that is Pastor Ron Pitts. Ron Pitts, are you there?
I am.
Hello, how are you?
I am wonderful, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Please share with us.
Well, great. Well, definitely an honor to be a part of this mentorship program. And one of the great things, how it's benefited me, it's really shifted my mindset to making me believe that I can. I was at a place just as an associate minister, and just being a part of this program, spiritual father, Apostle Mike Favors, really imparted some things in me that really gave me the confidence that I can. What do I mean by I can? I can basically, and I know the word says I can be all things, but the great thing about this mentorship program, it gave me a belief within myself. Through this program, I was able to launch a church ministry. I was able to have a leadership conference through this program. I was able to really believe that I can not only be a good minister, but I can also be a great pastor as well. Through this, it gave me a confidence that, hey, the skies are the limits, and I can go ahead and reach for those skies and conquer those things. And so the great thing about it, it's really gave me the ability to help impart into others as well, that they also can achieve, regardless of what my background was, what I've came from, what I've been through. It's gave me a self-fulfillment that I can be an effective leader. I can be an entrepreneur if I need be. I can be a pastor, and I can become debt-free. It's teaching me ways that I can grab a hold of wealth, not necessarily from a financial aspect, but holistically, that I can be wealthy mentally. I can be wealthy with a business mindset. I can be wealthy from a leadership perspective. And so this is really giving me the confidence that I can.
I love that, the confidence that I can. And of course, I got to quote that scripture, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And we don't know what all the Lord has in store for each and every one of us to do, but we want to tap into that greatness that we should have. And I love your testimony, because part of what I got out of some of that is that the mentee turns around and becomes the mentor, so we can help each other come up higher and accomplish those great things that the Lord has in store for us. Amen. Sure. Thank you for sharing with us.
Amen.
And I know we have another powerful woman on here that was going to share her testimony as well, and that would be Elder Jones. Elder Jones, are you there?
I am here.
Hey, Elder Jones, how you doing?
Hello, I am doing wonderful. I just wanted to say that after doing the Essential Leaders program, my understanding changed. It woke up the dreamer part in me. It gave me a chance to finish my book called Hope in Life. But still, in the inside of me, I felt like it was a winner in the inside of me that still I hadn't even touched yet. So in thinking that and going through the class, I still felt like, okay, I can be this dreamer, and it was still lots of things that I needed to touch. And it was okay, like to dream, but still don't lose sight of my dream and all the new mercies that God was gonna give me every day, and just be able to touch the things that God is gonna give. It just opened up my mind to new things, and I really enjoyed the class. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do some of the new things that God has put in my heart by doing that class and having an apostle to be a mentor.
Excellent. Excellent. And that's true. We learn, we obtain knowledge for a reason. We seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I like what you said. I thought about access granted. Once your mind, and I heard, I can't think of her name right now, the one that does the atomic prayer. She said, when your mind stretches, it cannot return back to its former state. So God is stretching our minds to embrace this great world he has in store for us. And I know, like you are, and everybody who has experienced the Essential Leaders Mentoring class, they're going on to do great things. And we will have more testimonies to share with you, if not today, definitely in the future, because there's a lot of people that are excited about this program and the things that they are accomplishing in their life that they didn't know they could accomplish before. So people are breaking out, breaking through, and accomplishing great things in life that they never thought they could do, but it was always in them. And the Essential Mentoring Program is helping to stir up those gifts inside of you, watching you, helping you walk to accomplish those goals. And with that being said, we want to bring out the founder and the leader of the Essential Mentoring Program, this powerful man of God that has a heart to help people. He'll tell you he paid tons of money for his education, and he's going through the doctorate program, and everything that he has access to, he's sharing it with us. And that's wonderful. So you can get a doctorate degree education just by taking part, or a doctorate degree insight just by showing up and seeing what God has in store for you right here on this platform. So our wonderful and powerful leader, teacher, mentor, bishop, doctor in progress, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Michael Favors.
All right. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hopefully you can hear me and you can see me. Listen, I want to thank all of you all for coming on tonight. First, I want to thank my lovely wife. She almost sounds like a preacher. She ready to take my job. Great job. Amen. And also to the testimonials, you all, it really does me well to hear how impactful this mentorship, what God is doing in this season has really helped you all. So with that being said, tonight, yeah, we can see you. I see the hand raised.
Oh!
So tonight, I want you all to get some pencil, get a pad, get something to take some notes. Those of you who are watching by stream or by via the other platforms where we'll have this, we're recording actually. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mute out everyone so that we won't have any distractions going forward. And what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you the way that I came to be. I'm going to share with you a few things that helped me get to where I am now. And I want to preface this by saying in 2016, I spoke about what I wanted to do. In 2017, I spoke about what I was doing. But now in 2018, I've been commissioned. I'm anointed for this. I've been sent to do this. I'm here to speak about what I did and how in 2017 was one of the best years of my life. Ministry is elevating, family is increasing, finances hit an all-time high. And I know some of you all watching are wondering, how can I have that? How can I add value to myself? How can I change my lifestyle? And the answer to that, what we're going to talk about tonight, is how to get wealth. Now, as we go into this webinar, I want you to understand something. Please hear me when I say this. I want you to understand that wealth is not all about money. And many people minimize wealth to that. If you look up the definition of wealth, you will find that wealth, or the third definition, you'll find that wealth is an abundance of a particular resource or resources. Now, what does that mean? An abundance of particular resources. That means excess, people. That means you have an excess of whatever that particular resource is that you need. So if you really take wealth out of the box, you'll find that wealth can be health. You can have an abundance of health. You can have an abundance of friends. You can have an abundance of family. You can have abundance of faith. You can have an abundance of money as well. But as you can see now, wealth has to be and is redefined. So when I redefined wealth and realized that it's the resources, the lifestyle that I was wanting and desiring, I then ran across another term. The term is called entrepreneurship. Well, what is entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is one who assumes the risks of a business or enterprise and who creates something from nothing that helps someone else. And of course, in the process, you're going to organize and manage these things. And of course, I'm going to ask someone if they would disengage from writing on my screen. It's very hard to do a webinar with you writing on the screen, but I appreciate it. I know things happen. But if you would remove that, I'd be most appreciative. All right. So now, with that being said, one who organizes, manages, and assumes the risks of a business or enterprise, who creates something from nothing. This is what I tapped into, you all. This is what happened. Okay, someone is still writing on the screen. Can you all stop writing on the screen? Who's writing on my screen? All right. Someone is writing on the screen. Nonetheless, we're going to go and continue. I see what's happening here. So here's the thing, people. When you understand that the entrepreneur spirit is what got a hold to me, I begin to realize that if I follow these things and develop the spirit of entrepreneurship, that means I would have to seek a problem in order to provide a solution. Entrepreneurs are people like Jesus to me. God is an entrepreneur to me. Most of my leaders and childhood heroes are entrepreneurs because they created something out of nothing for the purposes of providing a better way and a better quality of life. So once that happened, I realized that I needed to find out what my story was, y'all. So I'm going to ask you now, what is your story? You find your story through the mind of an entrepreneur. I'm going to say that again. Once you develop the entrepreneurial mind, you will find your story. And here's why. According to Monica, an author, the entrepreneurial instinct is the mental toughness that is required to make something from nothing. It is the mindset that allows you to take smart risks, thrive in ambiguity, and bounce back from failure. It's the reason why the team that looks good on paper doesn't always win. And it's also the reason why the high school dropout or the dropout becomes the billionaire. Think about that. How many times have we heard this rags to riches story over and over and over again? How many times did we make the connection that it was the entrepreneurial instinct that allowed them to bounce back from what others would call failure, when in actuality, failure became a teacher? It's very, very interesting concept. So here's what happened. I ran across a quote years ago that blessed me. It says, if you can change your mind, you can change your life. Family and friends, when I tell you that this is what I did in 2016, at the end of 2015, 2016, I had an epiphany. I had a shift that took place in my mind. And I began to speak to myself. I began to educate myself. And this is why I ended up doing what I've been doing for the past 3 years, where now I have developed the credibility to teach you and share with you what it is that I did to change my life. I changed my mind. I encourage you now to take this concept. It's an awesome concept. Take this concept, if you will. Now, the question is, as I said earlier, something shifted in my mind. What shifted in my mind, you all? If you can see this, a paradigm shift. I experienced a paradigm shift. So you say, well, what is a paradigm shift? A paradigm shift, my dear friends, is your programming, rather your pre-programming. Now, I want you to go with me real quick as I explain this to you. The paradigm, when you were born with a half-open mind called a conscious, right? And as a child, if you can imagine a half circle, a half globe, the top part of your mind was open, and all you did was collect information, right? So then our paradigm, which is our programming, is formed in two ways. The first way is it's formed genetically. That's why you look like your mother or you look like your father. You have what you call DNA. The second way is through what we call environmental, which means things that you see, your surroundings, the things that you hear, things that you see, the things that's your five senses where they collect data. And guess what? By the time you're 3 or 4 years old, your life's paradigm has been programmed. If you see it, you understand when people are in certain areas, they are 4 or 5 generations in certain areas because of their paradigm. those who live in different areas or affluent areas, their lifestyle is different, all because of their paradigm, all because of their program. But what if I told you that you could change your paradigm, thus change your life, all by the way of reprogramming yourself? See, this is what we do and what we teach here at Essential Leaders. We teach you principles. We teach you strategies of how to intercept, change your paradigm so that you can begin to see yourself, think yourself into what it is that you want to do, into a lifestyle that you want to lead. It all has to do with your paradigm. Now, I want you to take a minute and think about that. What was your programming when you came up, when you were raised? It's something that you really want to engage, because what you've seen, what you saw, the habits, the process, what you went through when you were raised is what's in you now. And if you want to change your paradigm, you have to understand that there is a process. You didn't develop your paradigm overnight. So guess what? It's not going to be just a quick fix either. Your paradigm was formed through the process of repetition of information. I'll say that one more time. It's the process of repetition of information. So how did you form a paradigm? Through the process of repetition of information. How do you change your paradigm? Same way, through the process of repetition of information, which means this is where your daily affirmations comes in, your daily declarations. Now, here's the problem that I find. I've been in leadership for over 20 years now. In 2 decades, I've been studying people, leading people, teaching. Here's what I found, that most of us know what to do. Hear me. We know what to do. The problem or the impediment comes in when you go from what to do to the how. Once again, at Essential Leaders, we teach you the how to do things. We teach you to start that process, how to change your paradigm to the point to where you can make as much money as in 1 month as you do in all year long. Now, I know it sounds funny to you because of the paradigm that you're used to dealing with. That old paradigm comes from an employee mindset that says I have to trade time for money. If I don't go to work, then I don't eat. And I understand that because it is a biblical, a philosophical principle. But what I want you to realize is when you change your paradigm, I personally know people who make money in their sleep. And the amount of money that they make in their sleep literally equals to some people's yearly salary. But if you don't have a paradigm that can receive that, then you'll want to work for money. Now, I heard a wise man once say that working for money is the worst way to gain an income ever. You don't go to work because you need money. You go to work for satisfaction. You work because you love to do what it is that you do. Imagine if you can do something that you love to do the rest of your life and didn't have to worry about money because money was just in an abundance. That's what we're teaching. That's the life that we're growing and we're moving toward. The testimony that my wife gave earlier, in December 2016, it was the last day of her job. And here it is, 9 months later, she owns her own company where now she's able to give people employment and help people get to another level. She's able to help people change their paradigm. You see, your paradigm, you all, controls your behavior because it's your paradigm that's at the seat of your subconscious mind. Once again, it is a very interesting concept. It's so vast, I can't even break it all down right here. But the Essential Leaders Mentoring or the Essential Mentoring, that's where you can get the how to change your paradigm, thus change your situation, changing your life. This is what I've been doing for the past 3 years. And those of you who've been following me, who connect with me, my partners, you all can see a change. It is evident of what we're doing now in this time and in this season. Okay? So now, as you stop and think about that, it is now time to write your story, to change and take a few strokes on the canvas of creation. How do you write your story? You write your story through the mind of an entrepreneur. And as you see, obviously someone just came on who don't like this type of talk. But because I'm anointed to do this, I can easily push past and overlook the fact that someone is intentionally trying to upset and stop you from getting this information. And we're going to keep going because I know someone needs to hear it. It's ordained. All right. So now, at the mind of an entrepreneur, once again, let me reiterate, an entrepreneur is one who organizes, manages, and assumes the what? The risks Can I tell you now, if you want to get to a better life and improve the quality of life of you and those who are around you, you have to be willing to take the risk. You see, entrepreneurs are risk takers. Entrepreneurs seek risks. They seek solutions for life's problems. And that's one thing that I need you all to understand. When you really want to know your purpose of life, and you understand that when you change your paradigm and you reprogram your mind, you begin to realize that you're walking in purpose. You understand your purpose. That's because you develop this entrepreneurial spirit. And the entrepreneur is one who assumes the risk of business and enterprise, who creates something from nothing that helps someone else. If you want to know your purpose in life, find out what your lack in life is. If you want to know your purpose in life, find out what solutions you had to put in place to help your life become better. And I guarantee you, if you let me teach you how to package that, how to market that, how to assume the risk of turning that into a business, organization, or a company, you will find your quality of life skyrocketing to where your destiny is in the future that you see in your dreams. So now, write your story on the canvas of God's creation. How do you do that? Through books, corporations, companies, business, speaking and teaching, and even mentoring yourself. I thank Pastor Ron Pitch for his testimony, because he was able to tell you that once where he was a mentee, he gained the courage, the confidence, the momentum to now be in position where he's mentoring other men and women. Also, where he has then planted and started a ministry and a work of his own. See, people, these things have to do with your dreams. They have to do very much so with your visions and your goals. All of these things make up your story. So if you don't know your story, other people will try to make you live out their story. And there's nothing more frustrating than living life through the lens of what someone wants you to be. I know I have countless friends, and I know countless attestations of people having to reinvent themselves at 50 and 60 years old because they went through life living life according to their parents' dream. If it is not your call to want to see people healed, then you should not strive to be a doctor, because it will be burdensome. If you don't want to deal with people's problems, then you can't be in leadership, because all leadership is people business. All right. So then when you write your own story, you realize that your story is your life. Then you will seek a business or seek opportunities that line up or complement your story. Your story then is the key to your marketing. And we'll go through all of these. We'll unpack all of these once again in the mentoring. So those of you who are watching now understand that your story keeps you from being addicted to powerlessness. Les Brown talks about that in one of his videos, where people are addicted to powerlessness. That means they have become so comfortable and so used to someone telling them when to go to the restroom, when to take a break, when to do this and when to do that, when to come to work, when not to come to work. See, all of that says that you are powerless over your own financial destiny. But when you step over to the business sector or become an investor, then you understand that you are the boss, which means you don't have to ask the job, can you take a vacation? You just plan out your trip, pay for your ticket, and you just go. That's the lifestyle that we have experienced and that we are continuing to experience from last year to this year. It's a beautiful thing. Now, you asked me, how did I do it? Well, I'm going to tell you how I did it is the same way that I believe you're going to do it. There's no secret or it is not by accident that you're on this call tonight. It is not by accident that you're watching this via whatever stream you're watching it on. So how did I do it? How will you do it? I became a student, people. And that's called mentorship. I went through the necessary, I took the necessary precautions. I went through the necessary arrangements. I became a student, paid my money and became a student, and allowed someone to teach me what I did not know. Allow someone, watch this, you all, to in fact show me how to change my own paradigm. And it was tedious. It took some time. It was a risk. But I tell you this, it was well worth it, because the quality of life, ministry, family, finances has all increased and still increasing. Now, I want to grow with some of you. I would love to walk with about maybe 10 of you all, not a large number, but a group of you all who really is wanting to change and is ready for a change. That change comes through essential mentoring. The word essential means that you are the center and the most important factor or individual in your surrounding. So here at Essential Mentoring, we develop key leaders. Here at Essential Leaders, we believe that mentorship is the key to effective leadership. Therefore, mentoring is a skill set that involves listening, assessing, and understanding your influence. It's very important to understand that mentoring underscores not only leadership, but life itself. If you desire to be a credible and effective teacher or leader, or just have a business or ministry, or if you just want to increase your overall life in general, please understand that you have to know how to mentor. And in order to mentor, you must be willing to be a student. And here at Essential Mentoring, you can learn new concepts and strategies, discuss how to live these strategies and concepts, evaluate and implement these strategies and concepts, and how to lead others to do it as well, because the process has to be duplicated. That's what you call legacy. And at a certain time in your life, you may not be thinking about it now, but sooner or later, you'll be thinking about, what will my legacy say after I'm gone? After accumulating such a lifestyle and wanting to help other people, who will continue in the work that you started? That's what mentorship is. So listen, my dear friends, how I did it, I changed my paradigm. Did it work? It is still working right now. How can you do it? Change your paradigm. Become a student and allow us to teach you how to increase your faith in your abilities. Allow us to walk with you and teach you how to increase your family and the ability of those around you, how to increase your finances. Listen, most people don't want to be rich necessarily. Most people just want to have a comfortable lifestyle so that they can get in the car and may go buy a dress and go buy a suit or go buy a new car, go buy a house and do whatever it is that they need to do to meet their basic needs and to have a little fun while they're doing it. So listen, how to gain wealth, you all? Wealth starts with the paradigm shift. Wealth starts in your conscious mind. Your conscious mind feeds your subconscious. From your subconscious, that changes your behavior patterns. So we teach you how to develop the necessary habits so that you can make that change. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Essential Mentoring Program, all you have to do is go to essentialleaders.org, click mentorship, and you will find a tab. We get together twice a month. We have a private Facebook group where we share content, where we ask questions. We have assessments on there. Then we have another members only portion of the website where you can catch content. I do bonus videos. Right now we have a video on business building, how you do your business plan. We have other content, other videos, other opportunities for you. Some of you all say, well, I want to make a transition to come off of our job. We have an opportunity for you where you can literally learn how to make money from your home. You can learn how to make money from your phone. We can teach you these things. But first, you got to make a decision. So as we wrap up this video, I once again want to thank you all for your time. Thank you all for coming here. I don't believe it was by accident. So as I leave you with this piece right here, once again, in 2016, I talked about what I wanted to do. In 2017, I made the decision that I needed some help. I went and got a mentor, and they introduced me to this concept of the paradigm shift. 2017, I started talking about what I was doing while I was doing it. And now here it is at the beginning of 2018. I am blessed to be in a position where I can now talk about what I did. So therefore, I'm qualified to teach you, to walk with you, to help you achieve the lifestyle that you want, to help you become wealthy. Thanks so much for your time, family. Listen, this is Mike Favors. I'm your neighborhood pastor. I thank you so much. I want to be your mentor. I want to be your coach. I want to walk with you so that we can become essential together. Share the broadcast. If you're watching this on the platform, YouTube or whatever streaming platform, share, share, share. Follow me on Facebook, you all, at Bishop Mike Favors. Also, my public page, because my personal page is full, over 5,000 already. And that page is Apostle Mike Favors. That's where I put up leadership content. You all, hey, let's become essential. Let's live life to the fullest. And I hope to see you soon. I look for your subscription. Grace and peace is my prayer. God bless.